Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more Universe Mode on the JPG channel, and we are starting things off here on Monday Night Raw with the former Intercontinental Champion, the Yeet Master himself. Jey Uso is in the building, and I mean, after Saturday's events, he cannot be a very happy man. I don't think he's in much of a mood to be yeeting here tonight. Jey Uso robbed of his Intercontinental Championship at the hands of his own blood, his own brother. To make it even worse, Jimmy Uso walked out the Intercontinental Champion after those two brothers went to war. And believe me, it was indeed a war between Jey and Jimmy Uso. But tonight, main event, Jey Uso is just walking out a little bit lighter than he was last week on Monday Night Raw. Of course, missing that Intercontinental Championship, but nonetheless, it is the countdown to SummerSlam. We are currently 4 weeks away from the biggest party of the summer. And you know, main event Jey Uso loves to party, so he's trying to find himself on that card. And if I'm Jey Uso, man, I say business is not done with my brother just yet. You know, I've won one in Puerto Rico, and Jimmy got me in London. I say we run it back in Detroit for the third and final match and try and get my Intercontinental Championship back. But I am not Jey Uso, and luckily I'm not, because he is about to get in the ring with a very pissed off dog named Bron Breakker, a man that came inches away from winning the Money in the Bank briefcase on Saturday. But of course, Breakker, among 5 other people, well, I should say 4 other people, were unsuccessful in doing so. The man that was successful in securing the Money in the Bank briefcase would indeed be the Mad Dragon himself, Ilya Dragunov. And that if any person to win that match would have, you know, gotten under the skin of Bron Breakker, it has to be Ilya Dragunov. The history between those two men. I mean, Breakker cannot be in a happy mood here tonight either, but like I said, Jey Uso doesn't seem to be as well, so it looks like these boys are ready for a good old-fashioned fight to start our show here tonight, folks. I'd like to welcome y'all in for another episode of Universe Mode here on the JPG channel. We are slowly moving towards SummerSlam. It's the most exciting time of the year so far. I mean, the only thing they can really compare is WrestleMania, I suppose. But believe me, SummerSlam is going to be one hell of a special event. I can see to it that is exactly how things will go, as Breakker takes Jey Uso down and just overpowering Jey Uso at the moment. And now look at this. Oh, went for a moonsault, but Jey Uso wise to get out of harm's way. But Breakker right back in control. Irish whip. Main event Jey Uso to the floor. And now Breakker doing some more damage. Now what the hell's he got planned here? He's deadlifting Jey Uso. Oh my goodness, a powerbomb right on the outside. Powerbomb right on the outside, doing wonders for Jey Uso's back, that's for sure. And remember, neither of these men are really coming into this match 100%. Bron Breakker just had to endure a absolutely physically demanding Money in the Bank ladder match that the men's side put on to start our show in London. That was one hell of a brutal match. I mean, you talk about the winner, Ilya Dragunov. There's a reason why he's not here tonight, folks. He went through absolute hell to earn that Money in the Bank briefcase, and I do stress the word earn, because Ilya Dragunov put his body on the line just as Jey Uso is doing right here over the top rope. Jey Uso taking Bron Breakker out, and Jey Uso looking to put that thought of his brother holding the title he once held in the back of his mind and start a focus here on the badass Bron Breakker, not somebody you want to take very lightly. Look at this, went for a suplex, but no, Jey Uso out of harm's way, slipped from the back, and now a chop to the leg, and now here's a suplex of Jey Uso's own, taking Bron Breakker out now. And now Jey Uso back in control of this match as Breakker in a bad way here. Oh my goodness, what a baseball slide clothesline, and Uso says that Breakker's had enough. Man, Jey Uso has had a very good glimpse of the future here on Monday Night Raw. He's been in the ring with guys like Trick Williams, Wes Lee, and now Bron Breakker. He has seen exactly what the future holds. Oh, Jey Uso in control. Oh, look at this. Speaking of Jimmy Uso, there's that son of a, you know what, right there. Oh, and Bron Breakker takes out Jey Uso in the process thanks to the distraction. What more does Jimmy Uso want? How much more humiliation can he really get out of messing around, playing these mind games with his brother? He's already the Intercontinental Champion. And now, of course, Bron Breakker in full control of this match after that momentarily distraction. Jimmy Uso getting in the face of his brother once more, but that does not seem to really faze Jey Uso at this moment. Like I said, he is trying to focus on the task at hand, and that is one large task in Bron Breakker. I cannot believe Jimmy Uso stuck his ugly face out here and tried to get in the head of his brother, seemingly not working just yet because Jey Uso is still in the fight here, as Bron Breakker, of course, is going to take that opportunity to get in control of this match. But Jey Uso again with a beautiful Samoan drop, taking out the badass. Only a count of one, though. Bron Breakker still has a lot of fight left in the game. And now Jey Uso trying to make sure his brother has left the vicinity of the ring. And oh no, look at this. Like I said, the eye is not on the prize here tonight. Jey Uso just got caught. Military press power slam. That's how quickly Bron Breakker can change this match around. But Jey Uso luckily getting the shoulder out at 2.5. Bron Breakker, like I said, he has a point to prove since losing that Money in the Bank ladder match on Saturday in London. But so does Jey Uso. He wants to prove to his brother that he just got lucky, that if they were to run it back, that Jey Uso would find his way back to the Intercontinental Championship. My goodness, what a kick. What the hell was that? Just stunned Bron Breakker, and now another super kick for good measure. And now watch out for Jey Uso because he's feeling a little oozy. He's ready to fly. Jey Uso now. Top rope. Headbutt. That's exactly how Jimmy Uso put Jey Uso away on Saturday. A Samoan headbutt. And somehow Breakker's able to escape. They say the Samoans have the hardest heads in professional wrestling, probably on earth in general. I mean, it's been a common knowledge that you do not want to find yourself on the other end of a headbutt from a Samoan, as Bron Breakker just did, but you also do not want to find yourself across the ring from a Steiner, and that's exactly where Jey Uso is at tonight. And now look at this, Bron Breakker now, oh my goodness, the power, the speed, the athletic ability of Bron Breakker is second to none. I don't think there's anybody on this roster that even compares to what Bron Breakker brings to the field, man. You just really have to outsmart him at this point, and Jey Uso is not doing any favors for himself, being cinched in the Steiner recliner right now. Bron Breakker just clenching away at that neck and that back. Remember, like I said, Jey Uso was not 100% heading into this match. I mean, neither is Bron Breakker, but still. And look at this, Jey Uso, though. Off the ropes. Oh, a big spear out of nowhere. A move that Bron Breakker usually uses to his advantage. He just got planted with and a shoulder out at 2.5. How the hell is Bron Breakker still hanging in there? Jey Uso has thrown everything but the kitchen sink at him, quite literally. And now, went for a back suplex, but Breakker got out of harm's way that time, and now off the ropes. Oh, and there's a spear of Breakker's own. Absolutely breaking Jey Uso in half here to put him away, but Jey now gets the shoulder out. A little bit of neck and neck here between Breakker and Jey Uso. And now, Jey Uso with a shoulder right to the face. Went for a kick, but Breakker swiped him right out of thin air, and the elbow drop for good measure. And now, oh my goodness, spine on the pine. Beautiful spine buster. Somewhere Arn Anderson just blushed. And now, wait a minute, Jey Uso lighting up the chest of Bron Breakker, going for a belly-to-belly suplex, but Uso once again still fighting away. Went for a super kick. Breakker caught it this time now. And oh, just lays him out with a lariat. Lariat out of nowhere. And now, oh my goodness, dropping a fist right on the face of Jey. And Breakker is just getting in the head of Jey Uso the more this match goes on. Beautiful body slam from the son of the dog-faced gremlin himself, Bron Breakker. But now Jey Uso, what the hell does he have planned for good old Bron Breakker on that top rope? Both men in a prone position here. Jey Uso throwing caution to the wind. Big superplex off the top rope. And Bron Breakker wisely getting out of the ring, clearly realizing that it was going to be a matter of time, but Jey Uso meets him with a suicide dive, letting the crowd know exactly why he's still hanging in this thing, and it is because of them. And Jey Uso throws the one up now. Jey Uso playing a little bit of mind games on Jimmy Uso's part. Now it's just Jey kind of pandering to the audience, but Breakker says, let's get back into the fight here. And he catches him right in his grasp, but oh, elbows right to the jaw of Bron Breakker. And now off the ropes goes Jey Uso. Tried that kick once again, that running super kick we've seen Jey Uso hit in the past. Breakker again stuffs the attempt, but again goes for a moonsault. Oh, that time he got whacked. That time he got whacked with the kick. Jey Uso wasting little to no time. Breakker's out. Breakker's stunned. Like I said, not 100%. Uso splash from Jey Uso to put Breakker away. And Jey Uso just built himself up some much-needed more momentum. After losing the Intercontinental Championship, he just put away one of the hottest prospects of the next 10 years, that being Bron Breakker. But it was not easy. Breakker gave Jey Uso an absolute run for his money. And main event, Jey Uso now. Clearly has some unfinished business, that being not only from the Intercontinental Championship perspective, but just the disrespect perspective of his brother, Jimmy Uso. I can tell you right now that whole situation is definitely hasn't resolved itself in any way, shape, or form. But we're going to have to move on because you see the card for tonight's absolutely stacked, folks. And speaking of stacked, we got Channing Stacks Lorenzo and Tony D'Angelo La Familia against, of course, the D'Angelo family, La Familia, whatever you want to call them, against DIY. This is indeed going to be just a little bit of a taste of a mini tournament that we're going to have in the next few weeks here on Universe Mode to find out who will take on, of course, the World Tag Team Champions, the Blackpool Combat Club. When we get to Detroit, we got Io Sky, Liv Morgan, and of course, Mami in the Bank is in the building. Rhea Ripley, after winning her very first Money in the Bank ladder match, in action here tonight. And then this match, high stakes in this match, folks, because this is the first of 4 matches that we will see leading up to SummerSlam as to who will face Randy Orton in Detroit. And you can see the one man that is very important to this equation, that being the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, a man that has all but too much history when it comes to him and Randy Orton. Of course, at that very event, Randy Orton was able to secure the WWE Championship from the American Nightmare just 1 year ago. Cody Rhodes has a chance to rewrite that grueling chapter of his story that we had to witness last year. We had to witness Cody Rhodes literally climb from the ashes. He found himself in the darkest of places, feuding with guys like Karrion Kross. Cody Rhodes tried to, replenish his career by taking on the ring general Gunther at WrestleMania and still had no success there. But this is Cody's once and maybe final chance at Randy Orton. We haven't seen Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes lock up or even meet each other in the middle of the ring, even be two ships passing through the night since Clash at the Castle last year. Inside Hell in a Cell, Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton battled it out, and Randy Orton came up with his shoulders in victory that night as well. But, I mean, the real question is, can Cody Rhodes, like I said, rewrite that chapter and finally close the chapter that is Randy Orton? As DIY make their way down to the ring, another team that has quite the chapters here in Universe Mode so far. DIY are looking to make, create a new chapter, so to speak, in this World Tag Team Championship picture. Remember, Gargano and Ciampa held the old World Tag Team Championships before the new belts design. They held it for the better part of last year, an entirety of Universe Mode. They won it actually at the event that just passed. Last year they won it at Money in the Bank, defeating the Usos. They would go on to defeat the Bloodline 3 separate times before Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa would take them out at Clash at the Castle as well, funny enough. A lot of history last year at Clash at the Castle, leading into this year's SummerSlam. DIY now looking to take out the one team that actually took those titles at WrestleMania, that being the Blackpool Combat Club. It was a triple threat tag team match, DIY, Blackpool Combat Club, and of course Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. What a barn burner that was in Hollywood. But now Ciampa and Gargano are in their redemption arc here tonight. They're going to have to get through a series of different teams in the next few weeks if they want to meet Blackpool Combat Club in Detroit. I mean, we got teams like Pretty Deadly involved in this little tournament. We got the New Day. We got LWO, Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro. We got Imperium. We also have a mystery tag team that we're not even sure who is going to show up for this whole World Tag Team Championship tournament, folks. But all I know is Blackpool Combat Club are not going to have their work cut out for them when it comes to Detroit. Look at this. Ciampa is executing on all levels right now against a man that actually, kind of gave him his goodbye farewell tour in NXT. Tony D'Angelo had Tommaso Ciampa's last match in NXT, so there is some history involved. Beautiful springboard elbow from Stax Lorenzo. I mean, the last time we seen Channing Stax Lorenzo and Tony D'Angelo, of course, the D'Angelo family, they were actually, funny enough, facing the Blackpool Combat Club, and it wasn't as one-sided as one might, assume it would have been, given the experience between Danielson and Moxley. I mean, D'Angelo and Lorenzo definitely, proved why they belonged in the ring with the World Tag Team Champions that night. Can they kind of, do the upset here and not only defeat DIY, but, defeat whoever else is in their future heading into SummerSlam? Like I said, there's a few teams that we know of, and there's also one team that we are unaware of who that will actually end up being. I mean, it could be literally anybody. I mean, professional wrestling is probably the most unpredictable sport that they really have. As now DIY going right back to work on Tony D'Angelo. Beautiful crossbody from Gargano now. Elbow right to the heart of Tony. Man, when it comes to tag team wrestling, DIY is second to none, man. I mean, you'd be hard-pressed to find a better tag team in WWE here tonight. Not even here tonight, of all wrestling all around the world. DIY is the pinnacle of tag team wrestling, if you ask me. And that is exactly why they are the former World Tag Team Champions. That's exactly why they're looking to, punch their ticket to Detroit at SummerSlam. Beautiful single leg drop kick now. And Tony D'Angelo looking for a breather on the outside. I don't think Gargano is going to really warrant that too much. And now look at this. kicking Tony D'Angelo off the apron is Gargano. And now Gargano just taunting D'Angelo, letting him know he wants to get up to his feet because he looks to take to the skies. Suicide dives all across the show here tonight. We saw Jey Uso hit one earlier. Now Gargano plants D'Angelo with one. Gargano and D'Angelo, that sounds like an Italian family rivalry, if you ask me. And here comes Ciampa back into the ring. Like I said, he clearly remembers Tony D'Angelo from the old NXT 2.0 days. I don't think he's forgotten the fact that D'Angelo has handed him his last loss in NXT a number of years ago, a stand and deliver. And now look at this. Goes for a suplex, but D'Angelo shifting his weight forward and a chop right to the knee. And like I said, now that D'Angelo knows Tommaso Ciampa, he knows the history of knee issues that Ciampa has had in the past. Oh my goodness. Beautiful single arm takeover there from D'Angelo with a few rib shots in the process. And now look at this. Stacks Lorenzo. Double-legging Ciampa and now just going to work on the forehead of the Sicilian psychopath. And now it's Stacks Lorenzo going for a cover here. Ciampa's shoulder out at 0.5. And now Stacks sending Ciampa into the corner. What the hell can Stacks be planning here? And now the momentum has fully shifted into the D'Angelo family's favor, at least for the moment here. Is now clearly there's been a target of Ciampa's knee. Oh, look at the sharp elbow right to the face. Here comes Ciampa flying right back into this, quite literally, with a jumping clothesline and another one for good measure. I don't think he's done. Yeah, hits the trifecta. Trifecta out of nowhere, jumping clotheslines. I mean, Ciampa's endurance is absolutely insane, man. This man can go. Cardiovascular machine is Tommaso Ciampa. And speaking of Tommaso Ciampa, he almost won the match for his team with that lung blower powerbomb combination. As now Ciampa tagging Gargano back into this thing, and now Gargano's going to take to the skies one final time. Another crossbody. And now it's D'Angelo back into this match after Stacks took some damage. Went for a clothesline. Gargano ducked it. Stacked him right on his head with a German suplex. Another suicide dive. Again taking out Tony D'Angelo. And now, wait a minute, Gargano's not done. Oh, Stacks, though, getting out of harm's way. Gargano had bad intentions on the mind. And now I don't think he's done yet. Wait a minute. What the hell's Gargano coming out? Oh, my goodness. One final beat onto the apron. Stacks is out, man. Stacks is sleeping with the fishes. No pun intended. And now Gargano meeting D'Angelo in the middle. What the hell? Oh, what the Jesus. Just a kick right to the mush. Nothing pretty about it, but effective nonetheless. Huge splash from Gargano to advance in this tournament. But no, D'Angelo gets the shoulder out at 2.5. And now it's Gargano going off the ropes. Springboard DDT planting Tony. And now, wait a minute, Gargano lining D'Angelo up for that super kick. He gets every last bit of it. D'Angelo's stunned here. Stacks is going to have to make the save as he does. And now Stacks clearly getting what I was trying to say is sticking his nose in business that doesn't really, at this moment, concern him, but it kind of does because, he might be the deciding factor in whether these guys advance or not. And now D'Angelo and Ciampa meet right back into the middle of the ring once again. Oh my goodness, man, DIY is just absolutely just tunnel vision focus here tonight. That's what we're seeing. Like, they want to get back to the World Tag Team Championship picture. And now it's Ciampa. Clearly, that whatever knee issue he was having, I think is long gone. Beautiful elbow drop, taking D'Angelo out. 1, 2. No, D'Angelo again showing some heart as he's also showing some color here with a bloody right side of the eye. It looks like that could be very damaging to his health. But now look at this. Ciampa doesn't give a damn though. Suicide dive from Ciampa this time. DIY just absolutely throwing caution to the wind here tonight, all in the name of getting themselves back into the title hunt and finding themselves across the ring from Blackpool Combat Club once again. Remember, it wasn't just the D'Angelo family that took on Blackpool Combat Club. DIY have had their match against the Combat Club, but it was non-title. And Danielson and Mox actually came out with the win that time, but you know, something tells me with those championships on the line that it might see a little bit of a different outcome. And now look at it, this Channing Stacks Lorendo showing a little bit of athleticism there, flying through the air. And now what the hell Stacks got planned here? Oh my God, what a kick to the face. Ciampa might be out here, count of one. Oh, now Gargano getting involved though. And now it's Gargano saving the match for his team. Stacks now sending Gargano out to the floor. Ciampa trying to rest in the corner. Oh, might have gotten the distraction that he needed. Went for another jumping clothesline. He's already seen 3 of those, so I'm pretty sure Stacks, you know, learned to get out of harm's way when it comes to those clotheslines real quick. And now D'Angelo sending Ciampa into the corner. Gargano down and out on the floor, and Stacks Lorenzo trying to take a little bit of a cheap shot at Gargano. And now look at, they're just throwing Gargano out to the floor while Tony D'Angelo, clearly some dirty tactics in the D'Angelo family's playbook here tonight. And now wait a minute, what the hell does, oh my goodness, D'Angelo just turned Ciampa inside out. That could be it. Count of 2, Ciampa gets the shoulder though. Rewriting his wrongs here tonight is Tommaso Ciampa. Remember, Tony D'Angelo, like I said, has handed Tommaso Ciampa his last loss in NXT. I think Ciampa wants to kind of rectify himself here tonight, and he looks to do that with the inverted DDT. And now Gargano got absolutely laid out by Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Stacks trying to make his way back across the floor, and Gargano's chasing him. Clearly, Stacks don't want none of that. And now look at this, back in the ring. The action still here as Ciampa just drove his knee right into the face of Tony D'Angelo. That's got to be it. Count of 2, D'Angelo again getting the shoulder out. And now, wait a minute. Oh, Tommaso Ciampa was going for something on Stacks. And now a knee right to the face of Tony D'Angelo. This match has been absolutely brutal. Like I said, there's no love lost between pretty much any of these members involved. And now Ciampa sending Tony D'Angelo into the corner. What the hell does Ciampa have planned here? Just a body slam. Oh, but look at that cheap shot from Stacks. Look at that cheap shot from Stacks. Ciampa's not going to have it. Look at this Widow's Bell. Just plants. Absolutely planted his ass right outside the ring. Stacks is out. Stacks is out, and now Ciampa can focus on Tony D'Angelo. Oh my God, Ciampa just flew. And now Gargano's back in the equation. And now Tony D'Angelo could be in a world of trouble because Gargano has the Gargano escape cinched in the middle of the ring. Tony D'Angelo has no choice but to submit. Stacks, like I said, too many times getting involved in business that shouldn't concern him. And DIY made him pay for it, man. We might have to scoop him off the floor. Ciampa just planted him with a Widow's Bell in the center of that ring, and then Gargano picked up the scraps and made Tony D'Angelo submit with the Gargano. Look at that, man. Jesus Christ. DIY one step closer to those World Tag Team Championships yet again. But we are going to have to switch gears because, as I said earlier tonight, folks, the new Miss Money in the Bank, that being Mami in the Bank, Rhea Ripley, is in the building, and she is also in triple threat action against 2 former participants of that very Money in the Bank ladder match, that being Io Sky and Liv Morgan, also happening to be 2 former Miss Money in the Bank winners themselves. A little bit of a Miss Money in the Bank showcase here tonight as we kind of, you know, close that Money in the Bank chapter in Universe Mode and move on to SummerSlam. And speaking of SummerSlam, I mean, a very historical event for Rhea Ripley. That is the night that she submitted Becky Lynch in the middle of the ring to earn the WWE Women's World Championship. And now, almost a year later, Rhea Ripley finds herself almost not really with a clear-cut, clear path, I should say, to Detroit, to SummerSlam. She is the Money in the Bank holder, briefcase holder. So, I mean, really, if she wanted to, whoever Becky Lynch's opponent happens to be at SummerSlam, after that match, Rhea Ripley can, give Becky Lynch just another reason to hate SummerSlam and cash in that Money in the Bank briefcase on the man. But like I said, it's just a different aspect here tonight and this year in Universe Mode, considering the fact that Ripley is not going into that event with a championship around her waist. Instead, she is going into that event with the ultimate opportunity in her hand, that being the Money in the Bank briefcase. You'd excuse me from tripping over my words. I mean, Rhea Ripley is on our screen right now, ladies and gentlemen. Both ladies and gentlemen know exactly what I'm talking about. This is, you talk about Aura, you talk about Riz. The internet might call her Rhea Risley. Because, I mean, just look at this woman. Absolutely just, I don't know the word, man. Polarizing is a good word to use, that's for sure. As we await Liv Morgan down to the ring. And for Morgan and Io Sky, this is an opportunity to kind of get a measure of revenge on Rhea Ripley after, Ripley secured that briefcase this past Saturday and Money in the Bank, and she had her night that night, but looks to be Liv Morgan and Io Sky's night tonight. Believe me, I think now that Rhea has that Money in the Bank briefcase, there's a slight target on her back, considering the fact that that you could be looking at the next Women's World Champion right there. You kind of want to strike while the iron's hot. As Ripley, Io Sky, and Liv Morgan looking to do battle here tonight. Like I said, a bit of a showcase of past and current Miss Money in the Bank holders. And now Ripley, though. Oh my goodness, what a super kick right to the face of Io Sky. Liv Morgan now taking out. Oh, she was trying to take Ripley out, but Io Sky and Liv Morgan going at it now. And look at this, double leg. Oh, double foot stomp. But do not forget about Rhea Ripley. You cannot forget about Rhea Ripley. Just absolute. Oh my goodness. Action is just so quick. Can barely call it right now. Morgan and Io Sky now. Look at this. Rhea Ripley fending off all. Like I said, there's a little bit of a target on her back. Both Io Sky and Liv Morgan trying to take out Mami here tonight. And now look at this. Rhea Ripley just powering up Io Sky. The fact that Ripley still has all that power left in after a brutal women's Money in the Bank ladder match is just absolutely unbelievable, as she just levels Liv Morgan with a German suplex. And now here's one for Io Sky. Ripley looking like Oprah Winfrey here tonight. You get a suplex and you get a suplex. Dumps Liv Morgan on her head once more. And now again, just choking out Io Sky. My goodness gracious, absolute domination in human form is Rhea Ripley with a powerbomb. Could not see that Io Sky was waiting in the wings. And now look at this. Liv Morgan getting a little bit of extreme here tonight with a baseball bat. What the hell is Liv Morgan going to do with a baseball bat? I think she's trying to throw it at Io Sky. I think she might have missed, though. Beautiful face buster from Liv Morgan. As now Rhea Ripley looks to take a breather on the outside. Morgan pinning Io Sky, but Sky gets the shoulder out at one. What an incredible night of action that we've had, folks. That tag team match was definitely something to keep your eyes on. Next week it will be the team of Pretty Deadly taking on the New Day to see who advances in that side of the tournament. Oh my goodness gracious, and we talking about the main event, Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles. The winner of that match will go on to face the winner of Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre next week 2 weeks from now, it'll be either Cody or AJ versus Drew or Bobby Lashley, and therefore that winner will go to SummerSlam. And you'll notice the competitors in that world title picture right now are all former Randy Orton opponents. Cody Rhodes is going to quite literally have to run the gauntlet in the next few weeks if he wants to get back to Randy Orton. 3 men that Orton has faced in the last year throughout his championship run. AJ Styles, Bobby Lashley is the only man that he hasn't faced throughout that, but Bobby Lashley is coming off of a huge world championship, a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship at Gunther in Puerto Rico back at Backlash a few months ago. So Lashley has a chip on his shoulder. He wants a shot at Randy Orton, one of the only men that Randy Orton has not come across throughout his World Championship defenses. And now look at this. Rhea Ripley might have slipped off the ring post. I think she was going for Liv Morgan. But indeed, Rhodes will have to run the gauntlet if he wants to find himself back into the ring with a man he once considered a close friend, that being Randy Orton. Tonight it starts with AJ Styles. Cody loses tonight. He might be calling it early. I might be watching SummerSlam from home. And believe me, Rhodes does not want to do that. Now shoulder right to the back of Io Sky. Both Io and Liv Morgan making it a point to target Rhea Ripley. There's no real surprise there either. Like I said, I almost predicted that at the start of this match, but I didn't predict that there was going to be so many weapons involved in this match, folks. And look at this. Ripley, though, getting out of harm's way. My God, what a kick right to the face. What a kick right to the face. And now Rhea Ripley, my goodness gracious. She's clearly had enough of playing games. Just kicked Io Sky right in the mush. And Liv Morgan, though, still trying to edge on the fight with Rhea. But that's a hard bargain to drive as a big boot right to the face for her troubles. And now, wait a minute. Oh, but Liv Morgan again planting Rhea Ripley in the center of the ring with that oblivion, but Io Sky breaking it up now. And now Irish whip into the corner, elbows, lightning speed into the chest of Liv Morgan. And now Io Sky targeting Ripley once more, right to the forehead. My goodness gracious. Oh my God, that's getting hard to watch at this point. Io Sky just wailing away at Rhea Ripley. Could this be it here? A few shots with the kendo stick. Liv Morgan was not going to be able to get up in enough time to even contend that. And now look at this. Io Sky had a submission hold locked in, and Ripley recognized the danger there. Io Sky is second to none when it comes to submission. She doesn't really pull it out as much, but believe me, when she wants to. And now another kendo stick involved. And now Rhea Ripley just absolutely spiking that kendo stick right out the hands of Liv Morgan. This is an absolute car crash of a triple threat match. I mean, it's almost apropos after what we saw at Money in the Bank. And now look at this, Ripley. Oh no, wait a minute. We saw this at Money in the Bank, and Tiffany Stratton ate a ladder because of it. German suplex off the top rope. Rhea Ripley absolutely putting her body on the line here tonight. And now, oh, a super kick right to the face of Io Sky. And now, wait a minute, Rhea Ripley grabbing a submission hold. Those absolutely devastating legs of Rhea Ripley in the body scissors. And now it's Io Sky and Rhea Ripley going at it. Back suplex from the Genius of the Sky. Oh, knees right to the chest of Rhea. And, I mean, hey, if Io or Liv Morgan can pick up the win here, you got to believe that kind of gives them some momentum. You know, trying to maybe fight for the women's WWE Women's Championship is what I'm trying to get across. That being Becky Lynch, a woman that's coming off of a huge win over Roxanne Perez in London. And look at this. How the hell is Rhea Ripley still doing this, man? Just going coast to coast and absolutely tearing these two ladies in half. And now, wait a minute. Rhea Ripley, bad intentions on the mind. Electric chair plants Io Sky. And now Liv Morgan wanted some too, but I don't think that she should have stuck her nose in Mami's business. Riptide to Liv Morgan. Io Sky's down and out. Ripley, domination. No, Liv Morgan gets the shoulder out at 2.5. Shoulder out at 2.5, and now it's Io and Ripley locking back up. And now, wait a minute, just dumps Io Sky to the floor. Big clothesline taking out Morgan now. And now, wait a minute, oh no, we've seen this time and time again, but Io Sky is actually back into the ring. The submission hold's locked in. Man, if you did not break that up in the neck of time, Ripley would have had this match done, and now a kick right to the face of Io Sky once more. And now Ripley sending Io Sky to the floor. And oh man, Rhea Ripley with a candlestick is not a good sight, but Morgan able to get a reversal out of that. Now shots to the back of Rhea Ripley. There's a history between these two ladies. Rhea Ripley cost Liv Morgan a number of months on her career. You gotta believe that that is not forgotten on Liv Morgan. And now it's Io Sky looking to pick the bones while Rhea Ripley's back is turned. Liv Morgan could be in a world of trouble. Sky just picked up a huge victory at the expense of not only Rhea Ripley, but Liv Morgan. The genius of the Sky. Might be somebody to watch out for on our road to Detroit. Like I said, Rhea Ripley is the Money in the Bank holder. She doesn't really need a championship match at this point in time. But believe me, she is going to haunt the man Becky Lynch with that Money in the Bank briefcase. That is for certain. But Io Sky might be the runner-up to take on Becky Lynch when we get to Detroit. We'll have to follow those developments very closely. Rhea Ripley kind of biting the butt end of the stick here tonight after her big win in London. But ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it is Rhodes versus AJ Styles. Like I said, it's kind of win or go home for either of these men, because the winner of Lashley or Drew McIntyre next week will take on Rhodes or AJ Styles to determine who gets to find themselves across from the WWE Champion Randy Orton in Detroit. And, I mean, you couldn't really write a better chapter, a better ending to the story between Cody and Randy Orton than it ending where it began, and that is at SummerSlam. Rhodes has fight, he has scratched, he has clawed to get back to this point, to get back at this moment. Time after time after time again, just you know, being the bridesmaid when it comes to trying to find himself back in the ring with Randy Orton. There was a fatal four-way that involved all four of these guys a few months back where Drew McIntyre won. Rhodes had the match won, but McIntyre leaped across Bobby Lashley to deliver a Claymore to the face of Cody Rhodes and pin Bobby Lashley to find himself in Saudi Arabia once again with Randy Orton. Of course, McIntyre fell to Orton that night again. It almost feels like it wouldn't even feel right if it's nobody but Cody Rhodes to defeat Randy Orton. I feel like Cody really needs this. He really needs to finally cut the head off the snake, so to speak, and finally take out Randy Orton to even prosper in his career, really. Like, it seems like it's just been an obsession, just eating away at the American Nightmare for almost a year now. But, I mean, you got some tough competition, and that's starting with the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, who wants to run it back with Randy Orton himself. There was AJ Styles and Randy Orton back at Survivor Series, actually, the last time that Styles and Orton faced each other.
And his opponent
So, I mean, it's almost been almost a year since Styles got in the ring with Orton as well. Believe me, AJ Styles is not taking this this moment lightly either. AJ Styles being a former WWE champion, I mean, he knows exactly what it takes to get himself in a title match, to get himself back in the title hunt. I mean, Styles had one of the best matches at SummerSlam in general against John Cena a number of years ago for that very championship. And look at this. Cody Rhodes, AJ Styles across the ring. Styles wasting no time. Arm drag to the American Nightmare. Like I said, there's too much at stake for this to just start as with a collar and elbow. Both these men understand exactly, you know, how high the stakes are, not only tonight, but the next few weeks. I mean, hell, you want to kind of try and put this match away as quick as possible so you could rest up and find yourself across the ring from one of the monsters being Drew McIntyre or Bobby Lashley in just 2 weeks' time. Rhodes or AJ Styles, the winner of this match, will indeed get the night off next week, but they better be training their ass off if they want to stand even a chance against the Almighty or Drew McIntyre. And Styles just chopping away at Cody's chest, and Cody is returning the favor. And now look at this, Cody Rhodes firing up, clothesline out the ring. Styles eats the floor first, as now Rhodes just circling over the ring. Like I said, there is so much on the mind of Cody Rhodes, and the first thing is Randy Orton, a suicide dive right to AJ Styles, and now Cody sending Styles back into the ring. Styles has absolutely no idea where he's at. Rhodes is going to look to remind him. A springboard drop kick, planting the phenomenal one. Count of one, only gets a 1.5 though. And now Styles, though, a punch right to the midsection of Cody. And now look at this, out of nowhere. Calf crusher cinched in. Like I said, you're going to want to put this match away as quick as you possibly can. And now just wrenching away at the knee of Cody Rhodes. Cody's got to try and fight out of this as he does. And now a shot right to the face of AJ Styles. And now Rhodes back in control momentarily. Lifting inverted DDT from Cody. Going for a cover on Styles. Count of one, but Styles gets the shoulder out. These guys are both cardio machines when it comes to being in that ring. Rhodes and Styles can go for any minute from 30 to 60 if they want to. And now Styles is targeting the arm of Cody. As Cody finds himself in a bad position here. There's a number of ways that AJ Styles not only can hurt you, but can put you away in that ring. He's not called a phenomenal one to sell a t-shirt. Look at this. Rhodes powering Styles up. Went for a suplex, but Styles out of harm's way. Irish whip now. And now, wait a minute, out of nowhere, just caught Rhodes with a pop-up Styles Clash. You're kidding. Out of nowhere, a pop-up Styles Clash to kill the Nightmare's dreams, but not to be. Somehow, Rhodes is hanging in the fight. What the hell was that? A pop-up Styles Clash? You have got to be kidding me. That is exactly the kind of fight that you're going to see out of these competitors in order for themselves to get to SummerSlam, to find themselves fighting for the richest prize on Monday nights, that being the WWE Championship. Oh, went for, I think, an elbow drop. The ref was kind of a kick right to the arm, that the arm has already been, kind of beat up already. But Rhodes still somehow hanging in there, like I said, going for something here. But Styles keeping himself agile with an inverted DDT to Cody. And now it's Cody gets to return the favor. Crossroad? No, inverted DDT of his own. It's kind of been neck and neck right now, except for that pop-up Styles Clash. How the hell was Cody Rhodes still in the fight after that one, man? Most people don't even survive a regular Styles Clash, and Rhodes is still in the fight after a pop-up one. And now Styles into the corner, but no water in the pool. Rhodes capitalizing on a fatal mistake of a veteran like AJ Styles. Absolutely kind of taken aback by the fact that we just saw Styles make a mistake like that. Now look at this. Rhodes with a pedigree. Pedigree to AJ Styles, and now Rhodes is going to have to try and get back in the fight. I know he's gassed after that devastating pop-up Styles clash, but you're going to want to, you know, capitalize while you can. You cannot give a competitor like AJ Styles a moment of just fresh air alone, or to even breathe. As now Rhodes letting the ref know to get out of his way. He's got plans in mind. What the hell does Cody? Oh my! Oh, he just grazed Styles, but I guess enough to still give Cody the advantage here. But no, nah, never mind. Styles just Irish whipped him right back into the ring. And now, wait a minute, Rhodes off the ropes! Disaster kick. Styles just fell right for the trap. Rhodes might have even been playing a little bit of possum there, but Styles gets the shoulder once again. And now it's Cody focusing in on the leg of AJ Styles. Remember, Cody, he has a little bit of a submission game on his own right. We might see that real soon here. Styles, of course, was honing in on the leg and the arm of of Cody Rhodes. And Cody's looking to return the favor here. And now look at this. Grabs a hold of Cody, though, and now trying to send him into the corner is Styles. But Rhodes reverses now. Shot right to the face of AJ Styles, right to the mush. And now what the hell's Cody got planned? Seen a superplex already tonight. What the hell are we going to see right now? Cody muscling AJ Styles up for a delayed superplex. Just letting AJ Styles think about it. All that blood rushing to the brain of Styles pretty much. This is awesome chance, justifiably so. And now what the hell? Cody Crusher to AJ Styles to find himself one step closer to Detroit. Styles gets the shoulder though. Man, this is one hell of a fight, man. We don't see these two lock up pretty much ever, but when we do, believe me, there are championship aspirations at hand. Cody and AJ Styles, now look at this. Styles in a bad way. Cody's already worked the leg a little bit. Figure 4 leg lock cinched in. And now Styles is trying to fight. Trying to remain in the fight at this point. But Rhodes, man, he seems to have Styles scouted at this point in the match. A shot right to the face averted from Styles now. As now AJ. And now, oh, went for the drop kick. That would have been vintage. Would have been vintage AJ Styles. But Cody, like I said, he's done his homework, man. Another disaster kick out of nowhere. And now it's Cody. Man, AJ's a long ways away from the ring. Oh, my God. What air did Cody just get to hit that drop kick? And now, wait a minute. Oh, look at this. A little shout out to his brother, Dustin, with that. Shot right to where the sun don't shine. And now look at this. Rhodes, beautiful springboard moonsault. Taking Styles out. 1, 2. Styles gets the shoulder once more. What a tremendous match we are seeing between two performers at the top of their game. And they have been for quite some time. As now Rhodes, big clothesline into the corner for Styles. And now wait a minute. Oh my goodness, side effect from Cody Rhodes. Taking a page out of Matt Hardy's playbook. Count of 2 again. Styles gets the shoulder though. And now Rhodes just edging AJ Styles up to his feet. What can Rhodes have planned here? And now, wait a minute, another moonsault. Oh, but I was going to say, I don't think he got all of it, but got enough of it. Now another calf crusher. Another calf crusher cinched in, but rope break, not survives, actually helps Cody survive is what I was trying to say. Arm drag from Rhodes. And now, wait a minute. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Cody out of nowhere. Tiger driver. Oh, my goodness gracious. Tiger driver to AJ Styles. That's got to be it. Count of 1, 2. No, Styles again getting the shoulder out. I don't think Rhodes can even believe it at this point. And now Rhodes off the ropes with the Cody Cutter. Cody Cutter's got to do it. 1, 2. No, Styles again with the shoulder out. How the hell is Styles hanging in the fight, man? Cody has hit him with everything that he possibly can. The Tiger Driver, 98. The cross, or no, actually the cross was the only thing we haven't seen, and we might see it right now. Indeed we do. A crossroads right to AJ Styles in the center of the ring. I think we are, no, you gotta be kidding me. You have to be kidding me at this point. What is it going to take? A crossroads not enough to put Styles away. Goes for a clothesline now. Yeah, you can see Rhodes is absolutely gassed at this point, man. I don't know if he has anything left, but he's going to have to, like I said, scratch and claw and fight. Styles is a cardio machine. And Cody can barely even get his fist in the face of AJ Styles. And Styles just soaking up the audience. Right back to the floor goes Cody. There's too much at stake for Cody Rhodes to make any mistakes right now. And now Styles is absolutely throwing his entire body weight right at Cody. And now, oh man, Cody's bleeding right now. But Cody's still in the fight somehow. That's that fight from Dusty's Kid that you'll always see out of Cody, man. And now Cody once again heading to the top rope. Went for another drop kick. Went for it too many times, though. And now AJ Styles dragging Rhodes over into the corner, it looks like. Now shot right into the turnbuckle. That's going to bust Rhodes up even more. And AJ Styles is well aware of that. And now, wait a minute. More damage to the leg. Remember, 2 calf crushers have already been locked in here tonight. And now what the hell does AJ Styles have planned here? Just hanging Cody out to dry. But wait a minute, Cody Rhodes out of nowhere with a roll-up. With a roll-up out of nowhere. 1, 2. No, Styles getting the shoulder out once more. And now wait a minute. One more disaster kick for good measure. Styles absolutely rocked. And now it's Cody trying to find that last bit of hurrah that he needs. And now what the hell's Cody got planned here? Styles is reeling. Styles is reeling. Cody, one final crossroads plant Styles. 1, 2, 3. One hell of a battle. But Cody Rhodes is one step closer to getting his wish and to finally finding himself across the ring from Randy Orton once more. Look at this. Pop-up Styles Clash, Pedigree, Tiger Driver 98, you name it, and it was done in this match. 2 crossroads it took. Cody Rhodes on one freaking leg in an ass-kicking contest, and he came out the winner. If that is anything to say what we were about to see in the next few weeks from Cody Rhodes, I think we are about to see a generational run from the American Nightmare. I believe that Cody can run the gauntlet, and I believe that he can finally defeat Randy Orton. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be all we have for this episode, but join me on Friday Night SmackDown because the road to SummerSlam is just heating up. Until then, I will see y'all on the next one.